Alright, Sinna. Just let me back to the menu. Should be fine. Alright. So I'll give the countdown now. Pretty much ready. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. What's up, guys? I am MikeKatz 45 and this is going to be HP2 PS2 any percent. Hey, sorry. This is a pretty long game, pretty long run too. It's gonna be a little bit over 3 hours. Oh, thanks for the good luck, guys. Rexy and Butters.
Welcome to the burrow, Harry.
Did any of you ever give a thought of how worried I'd be? Beds empty, no note, car gone.
Mom,
Out of my mind with worry.
So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit over 3 hours.
Now get outside and start.
Hopefully, we'll be able to get sub 320.
I'm not cross with you.
That would be really nice.
You ready
Let's
to
see
go
what we
into
can
the
do.
oven then, Harry? Well, I'm not sure, Ron. I've been with Dursley so much this summer, I'm a little rusty.
So, starting off with some when you jinx the magic meter there's a little cutscene. But if you jinx the magic meter and immediately jinx the pot, you can skip one of that cutscene. It's just a little bit faster in general.
There are gnomes everywhere.
Look, they're up in the rafters. Okay, Harry, target the little pests and flipendo them.
Yo, Slen, thanks for the good luck, man.
That's got one.
Alright. So those jinxing those gnomes fast is RNG.
That was pretty good, Harry.
Because sometimes they'll hide behind the sacks. But even if they are hiding, you can sometimes hit them through the sacks. I don't know how that works, to be honest. Seems pretty random to me. But this time it was pretty fast, even if we didn't get like the phantom flipendos.
Dueling?
And keep moving around until you cast flipendo when the door is open. Don't be scared, Harry.
Alright.
It won't bite much.
So now we have to do this little fight here.
This door's open.
on the third cycle of the washing machine, I can get a double hit. Let's see if I get it. Okay, I got it. So yeah, that fight's supposed to take 4 cycles, but if you get the double hit in the third one, it's only 3 cycles.
That sorted it, Harry. I'd love to see that in Arthur Junior's kitchen.
You look like you need a chocolate frog.
As you can see, this game is gonna have a lot of cutscenes, but I mean that's alright. It's an important part of the game, the cutscenes. I actually don't mind watching them every run, because I have a very special feeling for this game. I played it a lot when I was a kid.
Wow, I've got to try this.
Then you grab hold of them and spin them round.
Alright, so now we have to get rid of some gnomes. This is also gonna be a bit of RNG.
That went miles.
Because of the gnome spawns, they are RNG, so we can get some fast combinations or slow combinations.
Excellent.
Okay, that was nice.
Don't forget, pick them up, spin them round, and chuck them out the garden. Don't forget, pick them up, spin them round, and chuck them out the garden.
Okay, that's nice too. So basically you want to have two gnomes knocked out at the same time. So you can pick the second one pretty fast like this and just throw it. And then we got the super good RNG this time. Nice.
It's late, boys. Time for bed. Big day tomorrow. Diagon Alley, then
Yeah, graphics for this game were pretty good back in the day.
You've done an excellent job, Harry.
Actually, I still like them even nowadays.
Weasley.
Okay, so I just showed you guys
she took a flower pot off the kitchen mantel.
like the optimal split. This is the first split, the borrow, and that was sub 510 segments. That's amazing. That's insane. I got really good RNG, so that's how it's supposed to look.
It felt as though he was being sucked down a
I'm actually 16 seconds
Harry tried to keep his eyes open
ahead of my
whirling
PB right
raging
now
through
because
sick.
of that good
He closed his
RNG.
eyes, wishing it would stop, and then he fell.
It's quite weird because sometimes it'll take me about 10 runs to get RNG, something close to this RNG. So it was pretty fortunate that I could show you guys that. So yeah, another important thing I'm going to explain about this game is the versions, because everyone always seems to get confused about it. So, well, obviously, the console versions of HP2 are different from the PC version. Most people probably know that. They are completely different games.
This doesn't look like Diagon Alley.
But the confusing part is when we compare the console versions themselves. There's a console version for Xbox, one for GameCube, and one for PS2, which is this one. And a lot of people think that all of those versions are the same game, and that's actually not true.
Touch nothing.
They are similar, but they are quite different. So the community decided to just make separate leaderboards for speedruns, because there's enough differences to consider them separate games.
And I have a few more.
So
This at home that might
um
embarrass me.
this version, you can only play this specific version in PS2. You cannot do it. You cannot even play it in emulator because it doesn't work properly.
Good day. Good day.
So yeah. Alright. So here I'm supposed to sneak by the hand and pick up the book. But if you're fast enough and have a good angle, you can just pick the book without like slowing down like that. If you take too long, you'll get hit.
Wow, the luminous spell. Maybe I could use this to find my way out.
All right. The PS1 version is also something completely different.
Imp.
Alright,
I better
let's
watch
see
out.
what kind of RNG we get in this fight. Whoa, that was good. Okay, that was good RNG. So sometimes the imp will take longer to climb up the cupboards, but sometimes it's really fast. Whoa, that guy tried to snipe me. Okay.
Got to knock this thing away.
Also, if you noticed, I got a couple hits to the imp behind the cupboards. So I don't know why that happens. That fight is weird. There are like 2 hitboxes for the imp. One is behind the cupboards, but it's not always there during the whole fight. It's just some tiny moments. And the other one is just a regular imp jumping on top of the cupboards. So you can actually get 2 or 3 hits behind the cupboards. When you 2 is like the standard. When you get 3 is like super hype because it actually saves a couple seconds. Hey, Rob, man. What's up? Yeah, the GameCube version is really good for this game too. And if you want to have like a faster pace run, I suggest you run GameCube. It's a bit faster. Well, not a bit. It's quite a bit faster. So, yeah. So that room I just did, you're supposed to use lumos to watch out for some cracks in the ground, well, in the floor, ceiling, whatever. But you can just skip doing that and just run for it. I'm obviously being super careful to not step on the cracks. Alright, so we're almost done with Bergen and Berks. Oh man, this is a really good run right now. Alright, so this next segment is going to be all about buying things from Diagon Alley and finding genius things.
Harry, we hoped you'd only gone one fireplace too far. I was frantic with worry.
What's wrong, Ginny? You don't look very happy.
The flue powder went wrong, and I dropped all my things in the fireplace as I passed.
Would you like me to go and look for them?
That's so kind of you, Harry, but I think you'll need to get your things first. What was on your school list?
A copy of the Standard Book of Spells, Grade 2, from Flourish and Blots, and a new potion vial from Mole Peppers.
Well, let's all go to Flourish and Blots then. Oh, and you might need this.
All right.
It fell into the heart when you used the flue powder.
A silver sickle! Thanks, Mrs. Weasley.
Come on, Harry. Let's go to Flourish and Blots.
Oh yeah, those split sounds are coming from my side, Botters. I'll turn them off on this next loading screen. I was going to do that, but I forgot because it could be annoying for some of you guys. So I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay, should be fine now. Hey J-Bomb, what's up, man? Alright, so we need to get this book because this will allow us to cast more powerful spells. And we need to be able to cast those powerful spells to break barrels here in the Diagon Alley, because the barrels have sickles. And we need the sickles to buy a potion later on.
But be careful. Don't overpower your spells, or you could end up in a spot of trouble.
Thanks very much.
Right. Yeah, Game Boy Advance games are also completely different to any console version. I'm actually going to be running one of the GBA games later today. GBA HP3 GBA.
Well, Harry, did you get your book?
Yes, Mrs. Weasley. I can't wait to try out what I've learned. Where did you lose your things, Ginny?
I think I dropped my brass scales when I passed the fireplace in the magical menagerie.
Yeah, we started a little bit
My
early,
quill definitely
but it
went
was
to the back of Gamble and Jake.
just a little bit. It was
And I'm
about,
sure I saw Hagrid when I lost my skeleton.
I think it was a little over 10 minutes, something like that.
Magical Menagerie, Gamble and Japes, and the Leaky Cauldron. Gossip.
We really appreciate this, Harry. It is so kind of you to do this for Ginny.
Yes, Harry. Thanks so much. Now go on. Show us what you can do with your new spells. Bet you can smash those barrels over there.
Alright. So we're just gonna ignore that sickle that the game suggests. Because there's a faster sickle route. We're gonna get 2 from here first. Whoa. And we're just gonna get the most optimal sickles. Okay, so we need to do the Leaky Cauldron first. It's not really hard, you just have to be careful not to fall down in one of the sections.
Ginny's spell attack must be in
Alright. So I actually came up, I was just messing around with the game, and I came up to bypass that trapdoor in the ground and get the sickle right away. But it doesn't, like, it soft locks the game because you can never find Ginny's spell tape if you do that, because you need to go through this whole basement section to spawn the spell. So if you do that, you just soft the game. You cannot proceed. So it's not a good idea. Yeah, I use a capture card to record this because I'm playing on an original PS2 with the disc and everything. Okay.
Ginny's spell attack.
Alright. So we're done with Leaky Cauldron. So we need a couple more sickles from the outside, and the rest I'm going to get them in Gamble and Japes.
Nintendo! A silver sickle!
We actually never get that sickle. That's like really obvious in there because you need to smash 2 barrels for it, and that's a little bit slower than the ones we are getting right now.
We thought we'd lost you for good, Potter. This is Gamble and Japes, the whistling joke.
Nintendo!
Excellent. A perfect Flipendo spell.
Nintendo!
Right. J- a GameCube emulator wouldn't be useful, J-Bomb, because this is not the same game as GameCube. It's a completely different version. So it has separate leaderboards. And yeah, it's just a different version of the game. You cannot compare GameCube to this one. You could play it on PS2 emulator, but this, as far as I'm concerned, this game does not work on emulator. Because an interesting fact about this game is that the actual disc is not a DVD disc, it's a CD-ROM. And it has one of those purple blue like backgrounds and the B side of the disc. So it's a CD-ROM, and I think that's the reason why it doesn't run an emulator. I actually tried it several times to make like save states for practice, but I could never get it to work.
Ginny said her brass scales were in here.
Alright. So, neat strat coming up. You're supposed to do this section sneaking through the corridors and trying not to get seen by that old guy. But there's a faster way to do it. We're just gonna use a direct approach. Okay, so basically, when that guy sees you, he's gonna try to cast Locomotor Mortis at you to catch you. But if you jinx it with Flipendo, you can like cancel the spell animation, and he never casts the spell. So I just have to jinx him twice and then run to the door, and that should be enough to get past this section without having to sneak and be really slow. And to get out, you just cast a Flipendo to the wall to distract him, and then you can just run for the door. Yeah, the GameCube and this version and Xbox are very similar, but they are not the same. They are quite a bit different. That's why we have separate leaderboards for it. Alright, so I just have to buy the potion now. There we go.
Brilliant.
Thank you. You're very welcome to fill your potion file with Wiggenweld Stamina Potion. The Wiggenweld's in the large cauldron over there.
Thanks.
So I remember for a while I started to skip filling the potion there because it saves about 8 seconds. But it's actually not a good idea, and even more with this new route, or sort of new route I have. you need that potion. And it's only 8 seconds, so it's not really worth it. It's really dangerous to go without a potion. You cannot skip buying the actual potion vial though. You can skip filling the potion, but not buying the potion.
Hello there.
Cause you'll trigger all these cutscenes we're going to watch right now, but at the end, Run will take you like, will tell you something like, Snape's gonna kill you because you don't have a potion. Whoa. So you have to go back and buy it.
Thanks, Mrs. Weasley.
Gilderoy Lockhart signing copies of his latest book.
Yeah, on GameCube version, you're gonna see that later. In the grounds, you can't. You just like take a path, and the game takes you to the end of that path, so, something like that. But on PS2, you can actually explore the grounds freely. Like, it's really cool. It's one of the coolest parts of this game when playing casually. Like, the open world, it's really good. Donation! Yay!
Great.
Thanks for the donation, guys.
It is. It's Harry Potter! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect moment for me to make an important announcement. I have great pleasure in announcing that this term, I will be taking up the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Bet you loved that, didn't you, Potter? Famous Harry Potter.
Leave him alone. He didn't want
So,
to.
as you can see,
Potter,
characters
you've got yourself
are
a
not that
girl.
bad in this game, like, graphic wise. But for example, look at Lucius, dude. Like, Lucius is terrible. There are some that are still pretty terrible. One of them is Hermione. You're gonna see her later, but yeah, it's pretty terrible too.
Let me give you some coaching, Harry. Fame is a fickle friend, and I would encourage you to be careful how you play the Fame game, so to speak. Be sparing with your public appearances at first, and watch the company you keep.
A purple.
Why,
Harry,
I remember the
we've
time when I was
missed the
writing my
train.
second
Missed the
bestseller,
train,
Gaddy
yes.
the Ghouls.
The Hogwarts
I believe
Express
the
left
more
5
exposure
minutes
I got
ago.
to the press, the
No,
better
what
my
are we going
career
to
would
do?
progress.
Well,
Trouble was,
I know
became
that Dad took
overexposed,
the flying car to work
and
this
it
morning.
wasn't until
It's
I
parked
went
in Charing Cross
mysteriously
Road.
missing for 3 weeks, subsequently leaking
It's
the
our
story
only
to the
chance of
Prophet
getting
that
to
I'd been
school on
captured by
time.
trolls in the wilds of stocks and teas, that I managed to regain my former prominent position as the world's most popular wizard. Harry? Oh.
Okay, so we're done with this section. So now we have to get through the Whomping Willow before we reach the school. So Whomping Willow is one of the scariest parts of the run, because there's quite some technical stuff to do there.
I'll meet you in the courtyard outside the leaky cauldron.
Whoa, I was turning the wrong way. What the hell?
Ready to go to Hogwarts, Harry?
Okay, so we're gonna steal the card and go. Okay, hopefully we'll get everything. I'm gonna try to explain it.
Look, Harry! There's Hogwarts straight ahead! Uh-oh.
Okay, so in this first section of Whomping Willow, we want to meet the good branch cycles, because there are going to be some branches trying to block the way. But if we are fast enough, we can get good, really fast cycles, and not, we won't have to stop. So let's see if we can do it. We also want, there's going to be a part in which you're supposed to pick up some mushrooms from the ground and throw them out of the way. But if you have a good angle, good angles, you can actually skip picking up the mushrooms, but it could backfire pretty hard if you don't do it properly. Okay, let's see if we get it. Nice, dude. That was perfect. That was perfect. So you're supposed to pick up that mushroom, that yellow mushroom you saw there, and get it out of the way. But if you have a good angle, which is kind of precise, you can just get in there. And I got the good branch cycle, so I barely had to wait. We can also skip this one, like that. There's like an invisible seam there to the right, and if you're too far to the right when trying to skip that mushroom, you like step on the seam and get stuck, so that's also pretty bad. Okay, so here we have to jinx some imps and do it as fast as possible. Okay, that should be enough. That was pretty decent. So the point is, when the imp bar hits 0, you'll get this imp with a mushroom here, and you can proceed if you jinx it. It's kind of troll, because even if the imp bar, even if it seems like they have no health left, you have to hit 1 or 2 more for some, like, whatever reason, whatever stupid reason. You just have to make sure you keep jinxing them until the final one spawns. Okay, this fight is also pretty tough. Let me just do it and I'll explain. Okay. The other one's pretty far away. It's stuck. Okay, that's a free win. Okay. Alright, so basically that fight is about hurting the Gytrashes. Those dogs are called Gytrashes. So you hurt them with Lumos, and but you have to do it in a very specific way, or they will start to wreck you and you won't be able to cast Lumos anymore. So the idea is to hit the first one twice, and then go back and hit the one spawning twice, or actually 3 times, and then go back and do the first one once again to finish the fight. It's also kind of RNG dependent, because if you get good RNG, you can get double hits and stuff like that. I didn't get double hits, but it was a decent fight.
Very funny, Ron. Now, how on earth am I going to release you?
Is there some kind of weak spot on the tree you can cast a spell at? Whatever you're gonna do, suggest you do it quickly!
Alright, the Willow fight is really easy. There's not much to it. We just have to wait until we can attack. And here's a good spot to get health, because Hedwig can drop health pumpkin pasties during this fight. I didn't check my health. I think I have a good count. I think I'm actually at full health. That would explain why Hedwig's not dropping any pumpkin pasties. Yeah. Yeah, trashes can get pretty tough if you get bad RNG. It can be pretty frustrating because if you get bad RNG, it's a huge time loss. Like you can lose a minute there in that fight alone. Okay, this is probably the only interesting thing about this fight. So for the last cycle, I want to stand to the right here, because that will make this hand I'm looking at right now attack first. And when the Willow does that on the 4th cycle, he doesn't pick up the card, and it's faster because when he picks up the card, it does a little animation and it costs about 10 seconds, I would say. That's just a little manip there.
Thanks, Harry. Much appreciated. Oh, it was nothing. Anyway, we better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late. Come on, Harry, let's go.
Alright. Great. So we made it to the school. This run is actually pretty decent. I am 1 second ahead of my PB. I don't know how, but I am.
The only thing I'm not looking forward to this time is seeing Snape.
Let's just hope he's left because he missed out on the defense against the dark arts job again.
Or he might have been sacked. I mean, everyone hates him.
Or maybe he's waiting to hear why you two didn't arrive on the Hogwarts Express.
Professor Snape, we were...
In my search of the grounds, I noticed that considerable damage seems to have been done to a very valuable Whomping Willow.
Well, this is not how it happened in the movie, but whatever.
Tree did more damage to us than we...
Snape was actually more angry in the movie. Like right here, he's just, I'm going to take your house points.
Professor Snape, we...
Go and count yourselves lucky. If I should catch either of
We don't even have house points right now, so it's pretty stupid.
deduct house points.
Come on, Harry. I'll meet you outside the entrance hall.
Alright, so the first night, there's nothing really interesting to do. Basically, we just have to go visit Fred and George, and that's about it. The following nights, though, are going... they'll have something tough to do. So this is the time... This is like the time of a run I always take to relax a little bit. Because the beginning can be a little bit stressful because of the resets and all that. And then after night 1 and day 1, it starts getting tougher again. So it's just a good time to relax. Okay. So, I have well, not right now, but I messed with the game a lot back in December and January. Because I was grinding this a little bit for sub 315, so I was actually trying new strats and stuff. And I already knew about it, but
I would be.
I could make it work with more cutscenes. But basically, there's a way to skip cutscenes in which you step on a trigger. But first, it's really hard, and second, I don't know if there is some. I don't know if it's useful at all, because
Okay. Let's
um,
go to the 7th
when you
floor.
skip a cutscene in this game, if you ever happen to do it, you well, you skip the cutscene, but then you cannot continue doing what you were doing, because, for example, let's say there's a cutscene in which Hermione tells me to go look for a book. So I skip that cutscene, and then I go to where the book is supposed to be, and the book is not there. So the trigger for the book appearing is the cutscene, and that's the way this game works. It seems like the cutscenes themselves are triggers for things happening. So if you skip cutscenes, you cannot proceed through the game, basically. And the way you could skip cutscene is basically right before entering a trigger, you pause to the inventory screen, you equip a spell, and that'll cause a little loading screen before going back to the actual gameplay. And sometimes, if you keep holding forward while that loading screen is playing,
Can't get into the common room, Harry.
or it's happening, you can skip cutscenes. But as I said, it doesn't do anything good.
Slytherins disguised as Gryffindors.
Because we don't look like gorillas, that's how.
There you are. Someone said you'd been expelled for crashing a flying car into the Whomping Willow.
Well, we haven't been expelled. Look, just tell us the new password, Hermione.
Oh, very well then. It's Wattlebird.
Wattlebird.
Alright.
Hey, Harry, Fred and George have set up a shop. You can trade all kinds of things with them for spells and really wicked stuff. Wow, I must go and see them. Where are they? Go through that door and through the reading room. There's a portrait on the other side. What's the password? Liberty Gibbet. Oh, and watch out for Percy. He hates being disturbed when he's studying. I'll meet you in the common room later.
Okay, so one thing I didn't explain was that the first time you go up the grand staircase, like after that headless Nick cutscene we had, you want to Jinx run. This is actually pretty new. You want to Jinx run, and like while going up the first set of stairs, because that for some random reason gives you good staircase cycles. So what I used to do is that I just went up normally, and it was RNG if I got good stair cycles or bad stair cycles. But if you Jinx run, it takes longer to go up the stairs, and you can actually get better cycles that way, because the problem when run goes too fast up the staircase is that the stairs to go up the 5th floor are the same stairs that are in the 2nd floor, I think. So they don't come up if run is going up them. It's hard to explain, but yeah, that's basically jinxing run. It's good there. It saves about 4 seconds, maybe more, maybe 5.
Hey, locomotor mortis.
So as I said, first night it's really easy. We're almost done with it. Nothing too much, nothing too difficult.
Okay, Harry. It's been a long day. Really tired, and I'm off to bed.
Alright. So, first day at school, it's pretty much the same. Nothing too hard to do. We just have to go to flying lessons. Also, I had to remember to save my game at some point, because this game, there's a few spots in which this game can crash, and that would be super bad.
I heard there's flying.
Because
Right. I'll meet you downstairs.
the game doesn't have any autosave option or something. I have to save manually to the memory card. So basically, if the game was to crash right now, I would lose like the whole 43 minutes of run I have. No magic in the corridors. Dang. Okay. What would be a good spot to save? That's a good question. I'll probably do it after the flying lessons. So here's another unnecessary cutscene. This is actually the most annoying cutscene of all in the game, because it literally does nothing for the plot of the game. So I don't know, just pointless.
Apparently, they only accept huntsmen whose heads have completely parted company with their bodies.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not to worry, young Potter. As I said, it's a matter of no importance.
Hello, Harry. Let's go outside to the flying pitch. We don't want Madam Hooch to be angry with us on our...
Alright. So I could take this chance to talk about like loading screen speed and stuff like that. So depending on which PS2 you have, you can have better loading screens. And I found out about that the bad way. It's actually a pretty funny story.
I'll meet you outside the flying pitch.
So when I started running this game, the world record was like 3:35 or 37, I think. And well, I just started running the game with the PS2 I usually used, which was a old fat PS2. So I didn't notice the first runs, but then I noticed I was getting really good runs, but I was still getting bad times, like 2:31, 2:32, something like that.
Apparently is directed at you, Mr. Longbottom. A refresher course is in order. Mr. Potter, would you please come over here
So,
run through the basics?
I basically started
Please, would you fly
doing some research about it, and I found out that depending on the PS2 version, it was pretty obvious, but I didn't think about it before. Depending on your PS2 version, you could get better loading screens.
At least you have broom control, however basic.
So I happened to have a slim PS2 9000 series, like, somewhere lying around. So I decided to try that out, and boom. I automatically saved about 10 minutes on loading screens in this run. And I think that's really unfortunate, because that means you need to have a good or a decent PS2 at least, if you want to get good times in this game.
To fly through as many rings as you can. Your course through the rings will get progressively more difficult, and only the most expert flyers ever manage to complete it.
So I wish it wasn't like that, to be honest. But it still counts a lot what you can do in game, like knowing the strats and executing well. That still counts a lot, so it's fine. Okay, so here I usually don't complete this exam on runs, because you can fail the exam and you can still proceed through the game. You can get a D grade and still... What was that? Did you guys see that ring was pointing towards the ground? Okay, whatever. I've never seen that in my life. Okay, what I was saying is that I don't usually complete this because you can fail it and still proceed through the game. And it's actually faster to fail the exam, because you have less lag frames, and at the end the cutscene you get for failing the exam is shorter, so it saves, I think it only saves about a second, but it's faster to fail the exam. But right now I'm just completing it because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see 2.5 minutes of staring at the ground, so I'm just completing it for the memes. In 100% you have to complete it though, but it's pretty easy once you get the feel of it. So my best score here is 110 rings. I honestly don't remember how I did that because it's pretty tough. But with 100 rings it's fine. You can get distinction with 100 rings if you're playing 100%.
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. A truly outstanding performance. You really are one of the most talented flyers I have ever seen, and you deserve the highest grade.
So if you saw that dialogue, it's pretty long. When you fail the exam, Madam Hooch just tells you like, "Oh, you're stupid," and then the cutscene ends.
That was exhausting, Harry. I'm off to bed. See you later.
Also, for those who didn't know, you can attempt the exam as many times as you like, just by talking to Madam Hooch. Again, it has to be the first day though. So I'm going to save my game here for safety. Alrighty. Well, excellent. Okay, so now we get to do some more interesting things. So second night is the Findo night. So we basically going to be going to the greenhouses to get the Findo.
The house point totals are being calculated. Slytherin. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Gryffindor.
All right. So one thing that might be disappointing about this game is, well, this run, is that we are not going to be able to win the House Cup for Gryffindor, because winning the House Cup means having to do some side quests in the game, and that's obviously really slow for any percent. So we are only going to reach the final cutscene, but not win the House Cup.
Harry, just the person I've been looking for. Something dreadful has happened to Neville. He's got himself trapped behind a tapestry.
And I suppose you want me to get him out?
Would you? That's so kind of you, Harry. He's out here.
Neville? How did you end up back there?
Man, stupid Neville.
He was looking for Trevor, his toad, and he went the wrong way. Now he's stuck.
Well, can't you get him out, Hermione?
No, I've tried everything. We need a severing charm.
And where am I going to find one of those at this time of night?
Herbology Greenhouse 3 in the grounds. Except, to get in, you're going to have to find out how to pull up port plants. If you go to the library, there's an excellent book by Professor Lockhart. That'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, so I've got to go into the library on the second floor and get a copy of Lockhart's book, and then go out into the grounds and find my way into the Herbology Greenhouse to get the severing charm.
I actually have a pretty big grief with Neville. Fucking toss it. Alright, so we're going to get introduced to the prefect sections like shortly. So basically, prefects are really annoying in this game because they have pretty good AI. So they are actually pretty dangerous. If they catch you, depending on where they catch you, you can lose about 10 to 25 seconds, something like that. So it's really important to do the prefect sections optimally. The way you're supposed to do it as a casual is you sneak, you sort of plan a route to sneak by the prefects and not, so that you don't get spotted, I guess. But we have a different approach here. So we obviously want to reach the place we want to reach in the prefect sections as fast as possible and as straightforward as possible. So we just jinx the prefects if they try to catch us. It can be pretty tough because you have to hit the prefect, and sometimes you'll have to hit multiple prefects in one single section. These ones here in the library are one of the easiest ones, yeah. Are the easiest ones, pretty much.
A copy of Marauding with Monsters by Gilderoy Lockhart.
Okay. Yeah. Typical Neville. Yeah, prefect sections are a pretty big part of the run. Alright. So, we're gonna have a pretty tough prefect to face here in the second night. And that's the tunnel prefect, which is in the grounds. And I'm going to get there briefly. Alright, we have to get past the ones in the Great Hall first, though. But they are pretty easy. Just have to jinx the first one, then run for it. Like this. And here, here's something interesting. I don't know exactly how it works, but basically when you're running for the door and that prefect's chasing you, if you have the camera facing that way, the spell that the prefect throws at you will take longer to load than usual, so you actually have time to reach the door, but he does throw the spell at you. And sometimes you can even see the spell on top of Harry when you're up opening the door. So it's a little bit scary, but it's really easy. Okay, so that's the tunnel prefect. As you can see, there's very little room to work with in that tunnel, but that saves a lot of time. It saves about 20 seconds going through the tunnel like that and risking it, compared to going around the tunnel, because that used to be the old strat. So the problem with that tunnel is that if you get too close to the walls, Harry will stop and start like side walking. That's really stupid. I don't know why that tunnel has like the sneak section properties. So yeah, you don't want to get too close to the walls because you'll get caught. So there's very little room to work with. Whoa. Damn, I didn't get the fast shot at that branch. That's fine. Whoa. Okay. So now we just have to head back and rescue Neville. We're going to be using another interesting strat here. So basically, getting caught on purpose here by the prefects to return to the castle entrance, it's really fast. But I timed it to be a few frames faster to do prefect skips and just run to the door by yourself. It's only a few frames, but well, you gotta save the frames, I guess. What we want to do is start casting like this, Defendo, so that we get the attention of the prefects. And that's gonna make the tunnel one come out of the tunnel, and it's gonna be easier to skip it. Like this. And that's how you save a few frames over getting caught on purpose. We also don't lose any house points for the memes. Because in this game, each time you get caught by the prefects, you lose 5 house points. Except if you get caught too many times, like in a row, you stop losing house points. because the game thinks you're stupid and you cannot proceed or something. So, all right. So we made it past the second night without getting caught. That's pretty good. It is a solid run so far.
Oh no!
Mr. Potter, what on earth is... Oh, what's happened here?
I don't know. I found him like this.
Follow me, Potter.
Professor, I swear I didn't.
Alright, long ass cutscene here. So I'm just going to get some water meanwhile.
Harry was taken to Professor Dumbledore's office, where he came across the Sorting Hat.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house. Yes, well, you were particularly difficult to place. But I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
And he also discovered Fawkes, Professor Dumbledore's pet phoenix.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. Their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets.
And of course, Professor Dumbledore himself.
I know you're not the attacker, Harry, but I must ask you whether there is anything you'd like to tell me.
Come to me. Let me rip you. Let me tear you.
Anything at all?
No, there isn't anything, Professor.
Very well, if you're sure. Good night, Harry.
Night, Professor.
You would have done well in Slytherin. Man, it's like I do all these house ceremony whatever tests online, and I always get Slytherin, and I'm like, no, dude. I want to be in Ravenclaw, but it seems like I just don't have what it takes to be a Ravenclaw. And it's like really annoying because it's literally, I've literally done like more than 5 different tests. Oh, Dumbledore is an alien in this game. Alright, so that prefect's really stupid, and you can just run past it, past him, and you'll get it. You'll get the prefects section.
Harry, please!
Phew. Thanks, Harry. I thought I was never going to get out of there.
Nice one, Harry. Well, all this excitement has worn me out. I think I'll head off to bed.
But Hermione, nearly had this Nick has been attacked, and Oh, I'll tell you in the morning.
Alright. Okay, so coming up on the second day we're going to do the first dungeon of the game. And hopefully everything will be fine. Because things can get pretty tough in there.
Hello, Hermione. Do you know what lesson we've got first thing?
It's defense against the dark arts, Harry, with Gilderoy Lockhart. I can't wait.
Me neither.
I'll meet him at third floor outside the defense.
Nice way to give nightmares, yeah. What did he say? He said like nearly headless Nick. I don't know what. Yeah, it's a good way to say good night, I guess. Yeah, I also want to be in Ravenclaw, but I suck, and I'm in Slytherin. I just want to be in Ravenclaw for one reason, though, and it's the same reason why I hate Neville so much. You guys might know what I'm talking about. It's a girl issue. Okay. Let's focus on the run, though. Gonna need to focus for this next part. Okay, so there's going to be some RNG involved and stuff.
Can everyone see me? Can you all hear me? Excellent. This term I shall be teaching dueling.
Because of Cho. No, what? I don't actually like Cho that much.
What you have to do?
It's because of another girl. Yeah, exactly. The latter.
The Expelliarmus spell will be yours to use as you see fit.
But well, let's not talk about that right now. What? Oh yeah. So the first part of the dungeon is going to be fighting against some mechanical balls that resemble bludgers, in my opinion. But well. So I have a strat in which I use the flipendo like tracker mode to kill them fast. That's the best strat, cause if you don't use like the full spell for tracker mode, it could take ages if you get that RNG. So did Harry have hit the glasses in the film? I do think so, yeah. So by tracker mode of flipendo, I mean this. Like, I just hold flipendo for a little while, and then I release and keep targeting. And that'll make the spell follow the balls. If you go too early, or if you untarget too early, you won't get it though. So you just have to be careful about that. So this next room is a little puzzle that involves putting some imps in cages. So we want the imps to walk to certain parts of the room, and that's the RNG part of this dungeon. That's good. That if that imp walks to the ground level like that, that's good. It means probably good RNG. We still need one of these here to walk up near the next pillar. Let's see if we get one. Okay, that's good. That was really good RNG. Okay, so here, this is a little time saver. You can just jump off that pillar. You have to do it in a specific part of the pillar though, because if you do it anywhere else, Harry will grab the ledge and he won't actually fall. So you have to like jump down from a specific point of that ledge. All right. Cool. That was a really nice room. Okay, so we need to cut these ropes so that this thing slows down. Now, this room is pretty straightforward. Just have to make sure I don't get wrecked too much. Stupid imp, dude. Okay, it's not a big deal. So, I used to do a... Oh my god, okay. I used to do a, like, suicide strat here. And just walk through the fires. But that takes a lot of health. And... there's a new trick I'm going to be doing late in the run that requires a lot of health plus potion. So I don't want to lose my potion until I get to the part of the run, which is at like the 2.5 hours mark or something like that. So that's why I just use a more conservative strat to do that section. It's not that slow. It only loses about 5 seconds compared to just running through the fires. So before we leave the dungeon, it's important that we get good RNG here. So I stand really close to the gargoyle like this, even though it's really dangerous, because it saves a couple seconds. Okay, so now I back off because after you reflect the third hit, he can start angling the spell throws, and that can mess you up if you're too close. Good RNG, that's good. Nice. I can get closer a little bit. Okay. Nice, that was a nice fight. So basically, you can get 3 different patterns for that gargoyle fight. The good RNG pattern is one in which he does 2 quick animations to throw the spell at you, which is what we got right now. And the other patterns are sort of bad. There's one really shitty pattern which all the throws are really slow, and there's like a mid-term one in which you just get 1 fast throw. So that was pretty good. That was a pretty good dungeon.
Well done, Potter.
Oh, so you guys are expecting me to play tennis. Okay. On the speedrun, that's not actually the way to do the duels. You're gonna see what I mean in a moment. I'm going to repel the first hit though, because If I do it correctly, I can get a fast hit on Malfoy.
Very well then.
So let's see if we get it.
One's at the ready. When I count to 3.
Scared, Potter? You wish.
1, 2, 3.
That's the way. Okay, so the rest of the hits are going to be like this. So you don't actually need Expelliarmus to win the duels. Get stuck. Okay, that was a pretty fast duel.
Serpent Sortia.
You're a parcel mouth, Harry. Why didn't you tell us?
I'm a what? A parcel mouse? You can talk to snakes. So, does it matter?
It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for. That's why the symbol of Slytherin House is a
So
serpent.
basically, that duel, for the first hit, you cannot just cast Flipendo, because right after the cutscene, Malfoy is already casting the spell. So what you want to do is use Expelliarmus to repel that spell, and while the spell is in the air, you want to cast Diffindo at Malfoy so that he gets distracted and he cannot repel the spell back. So you get the first hit that way, and then you can just keep spamming Flipendo from really close to the duel line, and that'll do the trick. Okay, so we're off to play Quidditch now. Quidditch in this game is pretty hard because it's a lot of RNG. But there are some strats you can try to use to get fast matches.
And of course, Salazar Slytherin.
I'd watch your back if
I wouldn't let it slip to Potter that you were born non-magical.
Or you might. Let's go outside, Harry.
Yeah, it does sound pretty based. It's a cool thing to do. The cool kids do it. Alright, to get to the Quidditch match, I'm actually not going to use the road. I'm just going to fall off a cliff and take the damage because it's faster. So this is a good time in the run to check your health and try to decide what you're going to do later in the run. That's a good count, as long as I don't get hit too much before Incendio. It should be fine, I think. Yeah, this game has really good Quidditch gameplay. I think it would be the closest to a real Quidditch match, I guess. It just feels really really good to play Quidditch in this game. Speed running wise, it can be terrible though, because of what I was saying about RNG.
I'm certain we're good enough, but we're definitely going to have to practice a lot harder. No time like the present, so let's have a run through of the basics.
The basics.
fly through a ring, it adds to your broom's magical charge.
This is NTSC.
Likewise, missing a ring decreases the charge. Great going, Potter. Your broom's halfway charged. Keep it up.
So you're gonna see me do a weird thing here. First I have to get the boost.
Your broom's now fully charged and you can boost. You can tell when you're ready to boost by the trail of sparks coming through.
And then use it, but I'm going to skip some rings. And that's on purpose because something weird about Quidditch is that the game doesn't check for how good your boost is in this match. It just checks that you do 2 boosts. So basically, if you get the first one and lose it really fast by avoiding the rings when you're doing the boost, you can get the second one faster, and that's all you need to do.
To get into a position to catch you. Great going, Potter. Now grab the snitch.
Yes, I am aware, Whip, of the differences. Well, that's assuming it works like, for example, on N64, which is another console I play on really, like, pretty often. Paul runs at 5/6 of speed or something like that. I don't exactly remember, but it's definitely slower compared to NTSC. So I'm guessing that's the way it works for PS2 too. Okay, so same principle here. Just gonna, the game wants me to do 2 boosts no matter how good or bad they are. So I'm just gonna lose the first one really quick. Okay, so if you noticed, I was getting hit by the other seeker pretty hard, and that's the RNG part about Quidditch, because the bludgers and the other players can hit you pretty often, and that's obviously gonna slow you down a bit.
Get in as much practice as you can.
Oh right, I see, Whip. Because of the skips you were asking. So in this game, I was talking about this earlier a little bit. This game is pretty solid in terms of glitches. There are some glitches, but none of them are useful for speedrunning. They are mainly graphic glitches and stuff, and funny stuff like that. But yeah, there are no major skips. There are only strats that you can do to do things faster. But yeah, in general, this is a very solid version. There are no differences compared to Paul in that sense.
Hermione said something about it, and he called her a filthy mudblood. A what? A mudblood? It's a really.
But yeah, you don't want to use Paul because it's slower.
There are some wizards, like Malfoy's family, who think they're better than everyone else. Anyway, it's a horrible.
Yo, TK, man,
If
what's
it
up?
hadn't been for Hagrid showing up, I'd have cursed him.
I didn't see you.
He's not worth the trouble, Ron.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway, I'm tired and I'm off to bed. Let's go.
Okay. Still a really solid run, guys. Only 6 seconds ahead, 6 seconds behind of my PB. So This run is on fire, dude. Alright, so coming up, we have another difficult section.
The house point totals are being calculated. Slytherin.
Thanks for good luck, TK.
Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Gryffindor. Slytherin is in the lead.
Yeah, you didn't actually miss the HP1 race, TK. Alright, so we're gonna have to go to the restricted section next. And things can get ugly there. There are quite a few difficult strategies we need to use. I'll get to that later. Oh shit. Bunks.
I think it might be a good idea to go to the library and find a copy of Hogwarts: A History.
Why do you want it?
So we can find out about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets, of course.
Of course. I suppose you want me to sneak out to the library again.
Could you? Oh, thanks, Harry. The only thing is, you'll need to get into the restricted section this time. Go down to the second floor and into the library reading room. Sneak through there and you'll see a door with the golden arch. Go through this door and into the reading room annex. At the end of the annex, there's a portrait that will let you into the restricted section. The password is Bibliophile.
Right. Second floor, reading room, through door with golden arch, and into annex. Through portrait. Got it.
Thanks, Harry. And watch out for the prefects.
Watch out. Okay, so more prefects coming up. There's going to be a really tricky prefect section for sure. In the library annex. Hopefully I'll get it first try. That would be hype. So this is another really scary part of the run, because you can lose a lot of time pretty easily if you do small mistakes. If you make small mistakes. Okay, let's get ready. This first prefect is really easy though. The hard part is after this. After entering the annex.
Ow! Hey! Hey, you!
There was a HP1 PS2 version indeed that has graphics very similar to this version.
I'm sure there's someone sneaking around here. There's someone around here.
Okay.
Ow! Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god! I got the super unlucky pattern. Okay, that was really unfortunate. I'll explain. I just have to get this now.
What was that?
Holy shit. This is the pattern I wanted.
Bibliophile.
And I almost clutched it, but I was like 1 frame too late on the Flipendo cast.
I'm sure there's someone sneaking around here.
Okay, so basically, 95% of the time, what you get is the Ravenclaw prefect coming out of that corner, like we saw on the second attempt. So you jinx that one, and then you just jinx the Gryffindor prefect, and you are free to run for the portrait. But there's a really, really, really low chance that what we saw in the first attempt happens, that the Ravenclaw prefect turns the other way and you encounter him like close to the portrait. So first it's unexpected, so you can get surprised like it happened to me. And second, the camera is not exactly the best there, so it's hard to adjust to that, I guess. I got the fast book cycles here, so books are really scary because if you get hit while you are sidestepping, you'll grab the ledge, and that'll cost you health and a lot of time. If you get hit by the books, but you're already close to the ledge, well, not to the ledge, I mean to these platforms here, you'll get hit, but you won't actually grab the ledge, so you can continue. And that's kind of what you want with that first set of books. And then you just want to adjust to the cycles. Cycles are not always the same, from my experience. They are kind of similar, but they vary a little bit, so you have to adjust depending on what you get. Hey, Smithson. Yeah, I love this game from my childhood. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Darkness. I did the Potterthon quiz, the old one and the new one, plus some random online tests, in hope that I could get Ravenclaw at some point. But I always get Slytherin, no matter what. But I want to be in Ravenclaw so badly. All right, so we have to do some jumps here. They are not that hard. Just have to be careful. Right.
This is it. Hogwarts a history. Now all I need to do is get back to Hermione.
So now we need to get Scourge. And that's gonna be tricky. First I need to fight this guy. It's really easy, but the tricky part is what comes afterwards. That's the bookshelf jumps. So I'm just gonna try to do it optimally first with the super risky strat, and then I'll explain what happens. I don't think oh my god. I don't think I'm going to get it, but let's see. Seems like it could work. Okay, that sort of worked. Can be better, but that's fine. Okay.
The Scourge spellbook.
Alright, so what you just saw there is what I call the book skips. So you're supposed to get on top of those bookshelves and jinx the flying books there to have a free path to jump between the bookshelves. But you can skip jinxing all the books by aligning correctly from before you climb to the top of the first bookshelf. It's really precise though. You gotta have a really good position if you want to do it. It didn't actually work perfect because for the third bookshelf my angle was a tiny bit off, so I got a slow ledge grab on the third bookshelf. But yeah, that's the idea. That's still a lot better than failing it though, because if you have a bad position, you won't even get the slow ledge grab. You just fall and you have to start over again. So that's a really risky strat. There's actually a safer strat that involves skipping the first two books, then jinxing the third and the fourth one, because those are the toughest bookshelves to get. So jinxing those and yeah, just skip the last book. But I just went for the risky strat, and it was nice because I could show you guys how it looks. So we can snipe that Scourge ectoplasm here before entering the fight. Whoa, that guy survived. Okay. So if you saw, I turned around and sniped another ectoplasm. And here I can snipe this one. So doing this while on the fight saves a couple seconds. So I don't even have Expelliarmus equipped because I need other spells equipped. But that's not a problem because the way I do duels in speed when speedrunning is like this. Also, Malfoy is just shouting all over the place. It's kind of annoying, but well. My favorite Harry Potter is Chamber of Secrets. I think the Chamber of Secrets movie and the Goblet of Fire movie are the best ones. Whoa.
Get him!
Flipendo!
Alright, so after this hit, we are going to start getting close to the door to save a couple seconds too.
I don't believe it! I don't believe it! Ow! No!
Okay. I need to equip Lumos there. And just do this last little puzzle. Okay, so we can get another ectoplasm snipe here. That was kind of... I didn't even get it. It's kind of tough to get the angle because you just have to Jolo it. But yeah, it's possible to clear this ectoplasm from the other side of the platform. It only saves about a second though.
There's someone around here. Hey!
Okay, so now we just need to head back to the common room and deliver the book. So one thing a lot of people didn't realize when playing this game casually is that if you cast Lumos, the ghosts cannot hurt you. So it wasn't actually really useful for the library section because I didn't have Lumos equipped because I needed Defendo plus Scourge instead of Lumos. But it's going to be useful in the next dungeon, the Aberforce dungeon, which is probably the toughest one in the game.
Wattlebird.
Alright.
I managed to get Hogwarts of history, but it wasn't easy. Slytherin ambushed me. Crikey!
Can I have a look at the book, Harry?
What are you doing, Laser?
Here you go.
Here it is. I'll read the passage out. Hogwarts was founded over 1,000 years ago by the 4 greatest witches and wizards of the age. Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar...
Yeah, Lumos does protect you from the
founders worked
ghosts.
in harmony together, seeking out youngsters with magical
Like,
abilities
they
and
will
keener
still attack you and go through you, but you won't get any damage if you have Lumos active.
believe that magical learning should be restricted to all magic families and that no students of non-magical parentage should be admitted. Eventually, a serious argument on the subject caused Slytherin to leave the school. He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing. According to
Yeah, on the HP1 version, you can actually damage the ghosts with Lumos. In this one, there is no way to get rid of the ghosts. Like, they are super OP, and you just have to avoid them. You can't really kill them or anything. Which, I guess it makes sense, because they are already ghosts, so you cannot kill the ghosts or something like that.
It sounds to me like the horror within mentioned in the book, is a monster that only the heir of Slytherin can control.
But what kind of monster?
The kind of monster that can petrify a ghost.
All this talk of monsters is giving me the creeps. I'm off to bed.
Alright. We done with third night. So next up is the Aberforce challenge. And it's pretty rough. But hopefully I'll be able to execute properly.
Morning, Ron. It's Transfiguration first thing, isn't it? Yeah, first floor. I'll meet you there.
All right. So, what's hard about the Aberforce challenge is that if you take too long to complete the dungeon, you're gonna get bad ghost cycles at the end. So you're gonna lose even more time. So you gotta have a pretty good dungeon to meet the cycles. So it's pretty much having a great dungeon or having a really bad dungeon. You ever rarely get like a mid-term dungeon. Or an average dungeon, I would say.
Ah, Potter. Anything interesting happened last night?
Make Slytherin lose 5 house points. Alright, Whip. Just for you, man.
Good morning. Today we shall learn the transformation.
Yeah, we'll get to that
spell
later.
known as Aberforce. Aberforce will allow you to transform small objects, such as the parts of this statue, into birds. This is a
Oh yeah, congrats on that thing, Senna. Good job. Gonna be watching that for sure.
You will now see that a crawl space has been revealed in the wall. Beyond this is the Aberforce challenge. Mr. Potter, come forward, please.
Yes, Professor?
The Aberforce spellbook is located on the other side of this crawl space. Find it, and the spell will be yours. You must then return here to the classroom.
Yes, Professor.
Off you go.
Alright. Okay. Let's do this. So, starting off the challenge, it's gonna be really troll, because I need to clear the ectoplasm of some switches. But those switches have really weird hitboxes, so it can be tough finding the hitbox, and I don't know, I just hate it, to be honest. But if we have good luck, we're gonna do it fast. Okay, so those are the switches I was talking about. We need to do the same from the other side. Ah, bitch. Okay. So if you noticed, I was right there standing, like literally on the switch, and it didn't work until the third try of Scourge. So that's why I said it was troll, but well, whatever. Okay, so in this room we need to do some platforming. It's not that hard. I just have to be careful because there are some invisible seams, which you can get stuck. So you just have to be careful about that. Okay. So I take the time to snipe that ectoplasm from here because I have to wait for that ghost that we see on camera right now to go past this ledge, because if the ghost hits me while I am sidestepping like this, I'm going to grab the ledge and it's going to be a huge time loss. So you have to wait there anyways. So that's why I take the time to snipe the ectoplasm from the big central platform. Okay, we made it. So here's the Aberforth spellbook. There's another trick coming up. I have to do some equips here. Okay. Like this. So I call this trick the Aberforth snipe. Basically, I'm going to try to hit the bird rock from this side of the room. My position is off though. I don't think that's going to work. I think it's barely gonna fail. Let's see if we get it. No, it failed. So the idea is to hit this rock I'm targeting from the other side of the room. It's obviously really precise because it's really far away. It doesn't save that much time, but it does save a couple seconds, and it's pretty hyped to get it. I was not correctly centered this time though, so I couldn't get it, but yeah, that's a strat. We are still good though. So, this is the part in which it is important to get good ghost cycles. If you were too slow in the dungeon, in this part, you're gonna get hit by the ghosts while Harry is sidestepping. And you're gonna grab the ledge and it's going to be a huge time loss. I think we are good this time, though. Should be fine. Should have enough time to make it to the other side here. Okay, if you noticed, I barely had time to make it to the other side before that ghost attacked me. Okay, so now we need to fight this guy. Same thing as I explained in the Expelliarmus dungeon. There's a good pattern and good RNG pattern and bad RNG pattern. Hopefully we'll get the fast one. Okay, so I can get those hits from really close to the gargoyle, but after the third hit it's really dangerous, so I step back a little bit. Okay. Fast Animation, please. Thank you. Okay, we got good RNG. That's nice. Alright, so here, this is really troll. If you start sidestepping before this cutscene plays, you'll fall. You'll fall down, and you're gonna have to climb up here again. So what you want to do is just wait really close to the sidestepping section and wait for the cutscene. Then you can proceed normally. Alright, that was not a bad dungeon. I'll take that.
A superb job, Potter. 40 house points for Gryffindor. That is all for today.
4 years. Nice, dude.
Nice one, Harry.
I think for me,
Good luck with the Quidditch match.
on May, it's going to be 2 years for me.
Come on, let's get to the stadium. You can't be late for the first game of the season.
I need to save my game here for safety. Because the last time I saved the game was like 1 hour ago. Alright, so we need to do another Quidditch match. It's going to be very similar to the practice match. Hopefully you get RNG in the way. Two years for you, G-Bomb. Nice, dude.
Come on, Harry. Let's go to the Quidditch stadium.
So if you noticed, during the Abbey Forest dungeon, I equipped Broom. And that's because after completing the practice match, you get the broom, and it's faster to use the broom to travel to the matches. All right. So same principle. The game wants me to do. This is more tricky though, because the game wants me to do 2 boosts. So I'm going to skip rings during the first boost so I can get the second one faster. But this time around, it does matter a little bit how good the second boost is. So if it's too slow, I'm not going to be able to get it in 3 boosts. In 2 boosts, sorry. So I'm gonna have to do 3. That's bad. And RNG is a big part too. If I get wrecked too much, I'm not going to be able to do it in 2 boosts. So let's see what happens. There's the bludger. Okay, the Seeker, the Hufflepuff Seeker is not bothering me. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. There he is. Fucker. Okay. Oh my god, this is difficult to control. Ah, fuck. Okay. That was a hard pattern to follow. Hard snitch pattern. That's also RNG, and it's a major part of matches. Now I'm getting wrecked. Ugh. Oh my god, so bad. That's the worst RNG I've gotten in a while. Fuck. Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah, that's not how that match is supposed to go. You can get it in 2 boosts, like I said, but I got super bad luck this time around. The snitch pattern was really bad, and the bludgers were all over the place, and the Seeker was also really aggressive. The other Seeker.
Well played, Harry. I suppose you're worn out after that. I am. I'm going to bed.
And I have to equip Flipendo here. So I'm going to use it. Alright. So, we made it to the 4th night. That's the Apologies Potion night. Which is probably a part that the guys who played this game as kids remember well. It's pretty funny. In 1 boost. I don't know if that's possible, Whip. I honestly, like, the easiest match is the Hufflepuff match, and it takes at least 2 boosts from my experience. The Ravenclaw match is Cancer, so I have another strat. I don't actually, well, I was saving that as a surprise, but I don't actually win that match, because most of the time it takes at least 4 boosts. So it's faster to lose it. All right.
You're not going to believe this, Harry. Hermione wants you to meet her in the girls' bathroom on the 2nd floor. She says she's got a plan to find out who the heir of Slytherin is. Really? Yes. Now hurry up. Girls' bathroom, 2nd floor. Isn't that supposed to be haunted?
Alright, so we're heading to the girls' bathroom in the second floor. And I don't know if you guys have noticed up to this point, but the loading screens, the loading screen length is based off the scene you are loading. So if you're loading a smaller scene, it'll take less time, and if you're loading a massive scene, it'll take more time. Like the grounds, for example, take a good amount of time to load. But for here, the girls' bathroom is gonna be a really fast loading screen. So that's kind of an obvious thing, but just wanted to point that out, because sometimes you can, in this game, when you're running this game, you can get distracted during loading screens. But you have to know which ones are fast, so you don't lose time to that. Because you can be distracted, and then the game loads, and you're not moving.
Hermione?
This is a girl's bathroom. He's not a girl.
No, sorry, Myrtle. I just wanted to show him how nice it is in here.
I wish people would stop interrupting my peace and quiet. I do have feelings, you know, even if I am...
Okay, so here we're going to turn into Goyle.
So what's this plan of yours, Hermione?
We need to find out who the heir
Gonna have some water.
so we can discover who wants all the students with non-magical parents out of Hogwarts.
Well, it's not me, I hope. Do you think it could be Draco?
Well, if it is, how do we prove it?
One of us needs to get Malfoy to answer a few questions without him realising it's us.
That's what I was thinking, which is why I've been making a Polyjuice potion.
What's Polyjuice potion?
It transforms you into somebody else. One of us could change into a Slytherin, and Malfoy would probably tell us anything we wanted to know. I managed to sneak a bit of Goyle's hair during Transfiguration class, and mix it
Yeah,
with this.
unfortunately, HP 180% was
And you'll look
skipped,
just like
Ramanu.
Goyle.
Because we had some technical issues.
Harry! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Try and find Malfoy. He's usually lurking about the dungeons this time of night.
Alright, let's go. So, while you are Goyle, you can get caught by the prefects on purpose and lose Slytherin house points. You can do this up to 3 times, so that means you can lose 15 points. After that, you can keep getting caught, but you won't lose any more points. So, Mr. Whip asks me if I could lose 5 points, so I'm gonna do that for the memes. Get wrecked, Slytherin. In your filthy house. Well, I'm sorry if someone likes Slytherin. I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. Yeah, the clothes change included. Okay. Oh no, I got caught. Fuck. Back.
You shouldn't be out at night. 5 points from Slytherin.
Okay, let's do it for real now. Okay. Make it 10 points. Make it 10 points.
Be out at night. 5 points from Slytherin.
Alright. Okay, so what happens there is if you get caught once, the next attempt is it's tougher. Cause, well, I don't know exactly why, but I think the prefect physician changes a little bit. So he's Uh, he's more towards the staircase, so it's tougher. You have to make the spell crash into the staircase, and that can be tough. Getting caught here in this like specific part of the run is not that bad, because most of the time you'll have really low health, and you want to refill your health for a trick coming up in the Incendio dungeon. So, for example, in my PB, I actually did get caught once on purpose, because getting caught by the prefects restores your health to full health.
I suppose Dumbledore's trying to hush it all up. He'll be sacked if it doesn't stop soon. Father's always said old Dumbledore's the worst thing that ever happened to Hogwarts. He loves that non-magical lot. A decent headmaster would never have let that jumped-up Granger mudblood in. And as for Saint Potter, the mud.
So this is the best cutscene of the game, because the voice acting is kind of terrible, but it makes it really funny at the same time.
I could help them.
You must have some idea who's behind it all.
You know I haven't, Goyle. How many times do I have to tell you? But I know one thing. Last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a mudblood girl died. So I bet it's only a matter of time before one of them's killed this time. I hope it's Granger.
Anyway, Draco, I'd best be going.
Going where?
To the
hospital wing.
Yes, that's it.
Oh man, this part. This is a cutscene that has always been in my memories because of this weird voice acting.
Get going, Goyle, before your fat belly explodes.
Right. So we have to do more prefect skips here. These can be tricky. They are not the toughest ones, but these can be tricky. Let's see if we get it. Okay, that was pretty good.
Hey, you! Hey! Hey!
This next one can be tough too, so let's focus.
Hey! Ow!
Nice. Alright, so for that last prefect skip, what you want to do after jinxing the first one is once you go up the stairs, you need to go to the left a little bit, because the one you jinx first is going to be able to recover and cast the spell at you. So you need to go to the left so that the spell crashes with the wall and it doesn't reach you. And then you can just go up and jinx the second one normally. Yeah. Yeah, Malfoy can definitely see you leaving, but I don't know.
Well, it isn't him. Malfoy's not the heir of Slytherin. Oh, he must be. Who else could it be? I don't know, but it's got to be someone who was here at Hogwarts 50 years ago, when the chamber was last opened.
Well done, Harry. You did a great job. See you in the morning.
Night, Harry.
Night, Harry.
Okay, we're done with this night. So, coming up is the Incendio dungeon. That's the last dungeon of the game. And it's important that we do it fast. There's gonna be a brand new trick that I've been using that I used for the runs I did in January. So yeah, just gonna show that. It saves a good amount of time. It's called a fire skip, and you save about 35 seconds with it, I think. So it's pretty neat. The only thing that
Hello, Ron. What class have we got first today?
that it's kind of bad. Well, not bad, because I sorted it. I figured the way around it is that you need a lot of health for that trick to work. So I had to do a little bit of rerouting, but that's fine. It wasn't too much. Yeah, like your friends in this game suck. They don't appreciate anything you do for them, and they are always sending you to deathly places and stuff, and toxic shit and stuff. The teachers do that too, so yeah, everyone's a dick with Harry in this game. You have to do all the hard job, all the hard work, hard job. That sounded really bad. What? Alright, so this is a good time to do a bathroom break. So I'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned.
Good morning, class. Today's lesson will most assuredly involve us in learning how to cast the appositely named Bluebell Flames. The proper incantation for this charm is Incendio. You will now see that a crawl space has been revealed in the wall. Beyond this is the Incendio challenge. Mr. Potter, if you wouldn't mind coming forward, please. The Incendio spellbook is located on the other side of the crawl space. Once you've managed to collect it, the Incendio charm will be yours. You must then return here to the classroom. Do you understand, Mr. Potter?
I do, Professor.
Very well then, off you jolly well go.
Okay, back. Alright, so this dungeon starts off with a gargoyle fight. Gargoyles all over the place here. So then again, hopefully we'll get the fast RNG pattern. Alright, so let's back up a little bit. Nice, good RNG. That's the fast animation, and the next one should be fast too. There we go. Alright. So, that was a good first part. Now, we need to destroy 2 more gargoyles. But if these ones have less health, it only takes 3 hits. Still hard though, because we do this risky strat, standing really close to the gargoyle. So we need to time the spell really well. Let's see. Okay, we got the first one. Whoa. Nice camera. Okay. So we need to do the same here. So here it's important to time that Aberforth stone well, because if you do it well, you can skip a cutscene. Basically, there's a cutscene of a gate opening, which is what we just watched. But there's also a cutscene in which the bird turns into rock on top of the switch that opens the gate to enter this room. But if that cutscene happens at the same time in which the gate cutscene is playing, you can just skip it, and it's a pretty neat time save. It saves about 10 seconds, I would say. Okay. Oh my god. All right. We're good. So now we need we're gonna be doing the fire skip I was talking about earlier. First, we need to get to switch the position of those big fires so that we can activate those switches behind the fires. That switch we saw in that cutscene. So we need to do this on both sides of the platform up there. Okay. So I'm going to do the fire skip and then I'll explain what happened. So both fires are on position now. Oh. Okay. Okay, we made it. Nice. So basically, what you're supposed to do there is, like, play around with the position of the fires so that you have a. How do I explain? Okay, so that the big fire is not when you start jumping to those platforms there. So that, assuming you do it the way you're supposed to do it, you need to change the position of the fire several times, and that's obviously really slow. So what you can do is, if you have a shit ton of health plus potion, you can just run to that fire and take the big hits of damage that it deals to you, and just proceed to the platforms after that. And that way you just have to play around with the fires twice. So that saves 35 seconds over doing the puzzle you're supposed to do, the way you're supposed to do it.
House points to Gryffindor. That is all for today. Class dismissed.
Hey, Harry, don't forget you've got the Quidditch match against Ravenclaw. Come on, let's go to the stadium.
Alright. That was a pretty decent dungeon. It was pretty good, actually. So this next match against Ravenclaw is the toughest match that exists in this game. I don't. There's not exactly a reason why it's the toughest one, but I say that the toughest one because if you try to win it, it'll take 3 or 4 boosts to win it. 3 if you're really like if you get good RNG and you're really fast. So we are actually going to use a different approach for this match. You guys are going to see in a moment. Has anybody ever done a 100% speedrun of this game? Yes, Whip, I did. World record is 5 hours and 18 minutes, if I recall correctly. I did the route for that.
Let's go to the Quidditch stadium.
I usually do a couple runs of 100% of this game during the summer. So I might try to improve that next summer, for sure. Okay, so I didn't mention this before, but if you notice, I don't use the broom right away when exiting the castle. You can do it, but I wouldn't recommend it because sometimes if you use it right away, you'll crash the game. So that's obviously super bad. So it's better to just walk a little bit before using the broom. Alright, so here we go. Second match. This is gonna look really weird to you guys, but trust me, this is fast. What I'm going to do.
Ravenclaw versus Gryffindor. Ravenclaw have a very strong lineup, and once again, Gryffindor will be hoping that Harry Potter's on top form.
So, as I said before, this match is really hard to win fast. So I did some timings a while ago, and it's just as fast losing the match as just wing it really fast. I know it sounds weird, but that's the way it goes. So I'm going to lose the match on purpose. So you can like bonk yourself if you want. So yeah, I think winning the match with super good RNG and really good execution would only save about 5 seconds over losing the match on purpose, and most of the time you're not even going to get the good RNG in this match. It's really hard. So this is the best strat as far as I'm concerned, and super consistent obviously, because it always take more or less the same time for the other seeker to get this niche.
Potter's taken a nasty knock there. Potter needs new glasses. Oh, Potter really hit that hard. Oh, that's gotta
Okay, it should be pretty soon. There we go.
Gryffindor will really be kicking themselves after that performance.
All right. So, you don't actually need to win that match in this category. You do have to win it in 100% though. You can just lose it here, and even if you lose it, you can still win the House Cup. I mean the Quidditch Cup.
Never mind, Harry. You did your best. Anyway, I'm going back to bed. See you later.
All right. Cool. So, long ass cutscene incoming. This is going to be the Spider's Night, which is also pretty tough. So yeah, let's take this opportunity to make a quick donation. Let's see if I can make a donation.
House point totals are being calculated. Slytherin. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Gryffindor.
Your Twitch username, MikeKatz 45.
Slytherin is in the lead.
Oh, I almost forgot to press X there. Okay. Your message here. Hello.
Hey, Harry, what do you think of this? It looks like an old diary. Belonged to T.M. Riddle. Hang on. I know that name. T.M. Riddle got an award for special services for the school 50 years ago. I know that because Filch made me polish his shield about 50 times in detention. Well, whoever he was, he didn't write in it. It's completely blank. I wonder why someone wanted to try and get rid of it then. Weird.
Harry went to bed before anyone else in his dormitory that night, mainly because he wanted to examine Riddle's diary. He sat on his four-poster and flicked through the blank pages until...
Hello, Harry Potter.
Okay.
My name is Tom Riddle.
Yes.
I'm at Hogwarts and horrible stuff's been happening. Do you know about the Chamber of Secrets?
Of course I know about the Chamber of Secrets. In my 5th year, the chamber was opened and the monster killed a girl. I caught the person who'd opened the chamber and he was expelled. I can show you if you like. I can take you inside my memory of the night when I caught him.
Okay.
Harry sat entranced by the memory Tom Riddle showed him.
Evening, Hagrid.
What are you doing down here, Tom?
It's all over. I don't think you meant to kill anyone. But monsters don't make good pets now, do they?
It never killed no one.
Come on. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed that girl is slaughtered.
It wasn't him. He wouldn't. He never. No!
It was Hagrid, Ron. Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago. Go tell Hermione. I've got to go and see Hagrid.
Okay. I was almost done donating. I will complete the donation during the next cutscene, hopefully. All right. So, this night is hard because there's a lot of things going on. First, I have to get the tunnel prefix skip again, so that's pretty tough. And then the spiders section is also pretty tricky to do fast. Alright. Should I save my game? It's a good question. I might save it after entering the Forbidden Forest. Actually, before entering the forest, because those loading screens can crash sometimes. Alright. So hopefully, tunnel prefix skip here. Let's get it.
Hey, you!
Nice.
Hey, you!
Also, one thing I didn't mention about that prefix skip is that even if you make it past the tunnel, if you take too long to exit the tunnel, there's another prefect to the left that we cannot see, but he is there. If you take too long to get out of the tunnel, the second one will catch you anyways. So you have to do everything fast. Okay.
Bad business, Hagrid. A very bad business indeed. Things have gone far enough. As chairman of the school governors, I've simply got to act and send you away.
Away? Away to where? No, not the wizard prison. Not Azkaban.
I'm afraid so. A dreadful thing, Dumbledore. As of this moment, you are suspended as headmaster of Hogwarts.
If the governors want my removal, Lucius, I shall of course step aside.
No!
However, you will find that I will only truly have left this school when none here are loyal to me. You will also find that help will always be given at Hogwarts.
Shit, I have to fill a lot of blanks too. I thought I had this.
If anyone wanted to find out some stuff, all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. That'd lead them right.
Oh.
That's the key to the whole thing. And that's all I'm saying.
Come along now, Hagrid. We don't want to keep the Dementors waiting, do we?
All right, I'm coming.
Okay, so we have the key. Let me save before I forget to do that. Save the game. Because the crash would be really bad right now. Last time I saved was like 50 minutes ago. Good. Okay, so we're gonna enter the Forbidden Forest, and there's only one hard thing to do first. There's basically the entrance to the Aragog cutscene is like a big hole with a web that's blocking you. So you're supposed to kill some spiders and then burn the web, but there's a way to burn the web without killing any spiders. It's just really precise, because what happens is that when you kill the spiders, you can target the web, but even if you don't kill the spiders, the web hitbox is still there. You just have to find it manually. that's pretty hard to do. I'm gonna try it here. So, okay, that was pretty fast. The best strat is to do it like that. Just keep turning Harry back and forth until he finds the hitbox there of the web.
Is it Hagrid?
Not exactly, but I'm a friend of Hagrid's.
Hagrid has never sent men into a hollow before.
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I've come.
In trouble?
They think up at the school that Hagrid's been setting a something on students. They've taken him to Azkaban.
But that was years ago. Everyone thought that I was the monster that dwells in the Chamber of Secrets. They thought Hagrid had opened the chamber and set me free, which was why he was expelled from Hogwarts.
So you didn't come from the Chamber of Secrets?
No, I come from a distant land and Hagrid cared for me. The girl who was
Okay, I think I donated.
years ago was discovered in a bathroom, and I have not seen any of the castle apart from the cupboard I grew up in.
If it wasn't you who killed that girl, then what did kill her?
We shall not speak of it.
I'll just go then.
Go? I think not.
But
I cannot deny my children
Okay,
fresh
let's go.
meat.
So, oh, the forest. What? What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. Whatever. The forest section is straightforward. Just have to be careful not to take too much damage, so I don't die, and just gotta keep burning the webs like this. Nice. Okay, those jumps can be kind of tricky, but when you try to do them fast, but if you're careful, it's really easy. All right. Damn. Luckily, I had a really good health count going into the forest, but I'm getting hit a lot right now. You're guaranteed to lose health here, though, because of the mushrooms and also some annoying little spiders. Like that. Okay. So, here, for some reason, while sidestepping in this seam, you'll always grab the ledge, like, close to the other side, like, here. And there's no way to avoid it. That's just the way it goes, I guess. It's fine. Doesn't really... It's not anything special. Okay, so to end this section, you want to get a snipe. You want to snipe the last web after this one. I think I got it. Yeah, okay. So you're supposed to walk all the way to that, close to that web, but you can just snipe it from there. Okay, so the Aragog fight, shit. It's bad because it's RNG dependent. You can only attack Aragog when he's like roaring or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, you have to wait for that. It sucks. I'm getting really bad RNG right now, though. Hello? Hello? What? Okay. Okay, when he does that, you can attack him. Okay. The only good thing about this fight is that you can die as much as you want, and you won't have to start over the fight again. So you can actually use this to get full health going out of the fight. So the important thing is just making it without dying to this fight. After this, you can die and it doesn't matter. So I've had many good runs die to this RNG here. It started out pretty terrible. So let's see what happens. Hello? Alright. Really bad RNG right now. Come on, dude. Okay, double. Ugh. Alright, 2 more hits. In this fight, Raz, there's no limit. You can die as much as you want to get full health. But this is the only point in the game which that actually works. If you die anywhere else in the game, if you don't have a potion, you'll have to start over the whole section. Come on, dude. Dude. No, not the spit attack. Ugh. Thank you. That was a really bad fight. Really bad RNG. But yeah, there's not really anything you can do to find a good manip for this fight several times, but no success.
Dumbledore. That was close.
Alright. Could have been worse, though. Okay. Cool. So basically, there's very few things left to do. We just have to play one more Quidditch match and then head for the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, I must have slept in. Oh no, the Quidditch match. I need to go to the Quidditch stadium.
Shouldn't you be at Quidditch, Potter? Hurry up, Gryffindor is counting on you.
Okay. Hey, THMCS. Alright, so we have a little cutscene here incoming. Slytherin match, it's not as hard as Ravenclaw match, but it's still pretty hard. And it's worth going for the win in this one. So I'm gonna do that.
Hi Harry, big match against Slytherin today.
I'll be right back, guys.
I'm glad it's you that's doing it. After all that flying about and what we found out last night, I can't think straight. Me neither. We can't tell anyone about the diary, and I don't want to be the one who brings up why Hagrid was expelled 50 years ago. And then there's...
Kill this time. Let me rip. Tear.
the voice. I just heard it again. Didn't you?
Harry, I think I've just understood something. I've got to go to the library.
What does she understand? Loads more than I do. But why she got to go to the library? Because that's what Hermione does. When in doubt, go to the library. Anyway, Harry, you'd better get moving. The match!
Yeah, that's true. This is, it's weird that we don't have potions class in this one. We have charms, transfiguration, defense against dark arts, and that's pretty much it, I think. And flying lessons. Why does Snake sounds Latino? I never noticed. But I guess you're right. Okay, so we just fly to the last match. Yeah, like I was saying, Slytherin match is pretty tough. You can get it in 3 boosts if you play really well and if you get good RNG, but that almost never happens. But losing it on purpose is not that fast. I mean, compared to if you do it optimally, you can save almost half a minute. So you just have to go for it, even if it's not likely that you get it super fast. You just have to go for it. We're gonna try to win.
Today we see Gryffindor playing against Slytherin in a match that will surely decide the winner of this year's House Cup. The quadrille is thrown into the air, and the game begins.
Alright, let's see what we get.
Spinet's catch
Nice.
is superb.
My own teammate hit me.
That was a bone-breaking collision between the two players. Slytherin rule! Potter gives his broom a boom. Potter nudges ahead. A good boost by the Slytherin seeker. Fantastic slide by Potter. Malfoy is in front. Caught there by HMQC for Slytherin. Johnson's caught that really well.
Stupid bludger. Fuck. That bludger hit me hard. Oh, that's a weird pattern. Oh my god. Okay. Rip. I'm getting wrecked by the bludgers. No. Oh my god, the weird pattern again. What's happening? Jesus. That's so unlucky. I cannot believe that just happened twice. Oh my god, dude. That's funny. Okay. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Victory to Gryffindor! Gryffindor will be partying tonight.
Okay. So yeah, that's the bad thing about Quidditch. RNG can give you a really hard time.
It is with great pleasure that I present the Quidditch Cup to Gryffindor.
All right. So we are almost done. We just need to do the Chamber of Secrets section. This run was pretty solid, to be honest. Execution wise, we got a bad RNG in some places, but we also got good RNG in some places.
Wicked! Oh, it's such a pity Hermione didn't get to see it. What? Hermione wasn't at the match? No, I haven't seen her since she ran off this morning. I don't know. She's probably got her head stuck in a book somewhere. Anyway, I'm worn out. I'm off to bed.
All right. So we are on sub 317 pace. That's actually pretty good. Hopefully I'll get it. Don't have much room for mistakes.
The house point totals are being calculated. Slytherin. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Gryffindor.
Right.
Slytherin is in the lead.
Yeah. They didn't worry too much about Hermione, right? So I might take this opportunity to talk about like my plans for this game. So here's the deal. I came back to this game in January to get sub 315. But then I found the new fire skip in Incendio Dungeon, so sub 315 became a little bit easier, so I actually got it. I got a world record is 3:14:30. So right now my new goal, and probably the last goal I'm going to have for this game, is sub 3:14. So I might come back to this game again this year to get that time. And you can't really get anything better than that.
That must have been what she was doing before she was attacked. What was the page about?
With current strats, I mean.
It was all about basilisks. They're giant snakes that live for hundreds of years. Apparently, a basilisk can kill people by just staring at them.
420.
Anything else? Yeah, spiders don't like them. They run away when a basilisk is near. And there was something else. Hermione had written the word pipes on the page. Pipes? Pipes. That's all, just pipes. Ron! This is it! This is the answer! The monster in the Chamber of Secrets is a basilisk! A giant snake! That's why I've been hearing the voice and nobody else has heard it. It's because I understand parcel tongue. Harry, do you think Ginny might be in the Chamber of Secrets along with that flipping big snake?
The flippin' big
They're
snake.
safe everywhere in the castle, but no one knows where the chamber is. We've got to find her. Okay, so what we need to know is how the basilisk's been getting round the place. A giant snake. Surely someone would have seen it. Pipes. Pipes.
Yeah, he was supposed to be out of the school at that moment, so I don't exactly know why he's holding up the house point ceremony.
What if it's in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom? Okay, so what do we do? The place is crawling with prefects looking for Ginny. I'll go first. You join me in Moaning Myrtle's on the second floor.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like voice acting for this game. I'm okay with it. Alright, the final push. The Basilisk fight in this game is pretty interesting. Well, I mean, it's silly, but there's an actual strat you can do to speed up the fight by like 20 seconds. So it's neat. He comes back for a ceremony and leaves again. Yeah. Seems legit.
Oh, it's
Hello,
you,
Shalt-Seeker.
Harry Potter. What do you want this time?
To ask how you died.
Oh, it was dreadful. It happened right here. I did it because Olive Hornby was teasing me about my glasses. I was crying when I heard someone come in. It was a boy, and he began speaking a different language. I went to tell him to go to use his own bathroom, and then I died.
But how?
I just remember seeing these great big eyes.
Where exactly did you see the eyes?
Over there, by the sinks.
Harry, say something! Something in parcel tongue! But... Go on, Harry. Okay then. Open up.
English.
English?
Finally, someone said it right. What, the username? It's not... doesn't seem hard to say.
I'm going down
Shalt-Seeker.
Oh.
Okay, so let's get the fast basilisk fight. I'll explain it during the fight, because right now it's not going to make much sense. You guys have to see how the fight how the fight works out. One thing about this game, there's no Chamber of Secrets dungeon before the fight. You just go straight up to the basilisk.
Ginny?
She won't wake. She's still alive, but only just.
Tom? Tom Riddle? You've got to help me, Tom. We've got to get her out of here. There's a basilisk and it could be along at any moment.
The basilisk won't come until it's called. Let me tell you about the real reason Ginny's like this. She's been writing in the diary. My diary for months. I grew stronger and stronger on a diet of her deepest fears until I had enough power to start pouring a little of my soul back into her.
What do you mean?
Ginny Weasley opened the Chamber of Secrets. She daubed threatening messages on the walls and set the Serpent of Slytherin on the mudbloods and nearly headless Nick.
No!
I'm afraid so. Ginny told me all about you, Harry. So I decided to show you my famous capture of that great oaf Hagrid to gain your trust.
You framed Hagrid!
Yes, but you, Harry Potter, how is it that you managed to defeat the greatest wizard of all time?
Why do you care?
Haven't you
Please,
realized
Tom.
I am Lord Voldemort, the greatest sorcerer in the world.
Sorry to disappoint you and all that, but the greatest sorcerer in the world is Albus Dumbledore.
Dumbledore's been driven out of Hogwarts by the mere memory of me.
He's not as gone as you might think!
To business, Harry. I'm going to teach you a little lesson. Let's match the powers of Lord Voldemort, heir of Salazar Slytherin, against the famous Harry Potter.
Alright, so here we go. Also, the music in this fight, it's really good. Probably my favorite in the whole game. Okay, so the way to do this fight fast is once I get the first hit on the basilisk, it's gonna send my sword flying away. So I need to recover the sword. But if I do it fast enough, I'm going to get another like hittable basilisk cycle again. So that's what we want. Okay. That's why I stand like I stand far away from the basilisk there when getting the first hit, because that gives me more time to recover the sword fast after the hit. If you don't recover the sword fast enough, you'll get a non-hittable basilisk spawn, and what I mean by that is it's just gonna come out of the pipes and crawl in the ground and hit you. And that's bad because it takes 20 seconds every time he does that. So you want to get the sword pretty fast so you can get fast cycles, basically. And it's the same for the second after the second hit. If you recover the sword fast, you'll get a fast third cycle. And the last one is pretty easy. It's really hard to miss the sword. Right. Wow, I golded that. Okay. Alright, so time's not coming up right now. Time will be until I enter the Great Hall, because that's the last input, and after that the final cutscene starts. The final loading screen and final cutscene. Alright guys, we did it. This run is, what's hard about this run is just being consistent at everything, because you gotta have a perfect run. But it's hard because it's long and you start getting tired and all that. It's just hard to focus during the whole run. But sub 320, it's always good. Sub 320 is a solid run.
Harry! Ron! Hermione! How are you feeling?
A lot better now, thanks. I'm really disappointed. What's happened? Professor McGonagall has cancelled this year's exams. I was really looking forward to doing all of that revision.
As you can see, Harry, Hermione's made a complete recovery.
Anyway, did you know that the House Cup is about to be awarded? The presentation's in the Great Hall.
Yeah, I hope we've got enough house points to beat Slytherin. I'd really love to see Malfoy's face if we managed to do it 2 years in a row.
Well, when you're ready.
Okay, time's coming up. And time. That's 3:16:47 for me in my splits. Nice, that was a good run. Sub 3:17. Solid, dude, solid. All right, excellent. We did it.
We come to the end of another most eventful year at Hogwarts.
All right, guys.
And so, for their ability,
I hope you guys found the run like interesting, and it's also this part of going back to childhood a little bit. She's always nice. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm going to see you later today for HP3 GBA in about 5 Yeah, about 6 hours, something like that. Not sure. World record for this is 3:14:30 by me.
Harry told them everything. For nearly a quarter of an hour, he spoke.
So yeah, thank you very much for the GGs. And stay tuned. We have more great runs for you guys prepared.
A basilisk in the pipes. How he and Ron,
So-
following a hint from Hagrid, had followed the spiders into the forest. That Aragog had told them where the last victim of the